Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 29, 2021, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Facebook stock tearing into new record highs. Unbelievable. We're going to take a look at that in just a second. There is no major economic event scheduled for today. So as we look at the major pairs in the Forex symbols, no major change there. It's pretty much unchanged. And looking at the indices, the NASDAQ pushing to new record highs on the back of Microsoft and Facebook, both making new record highs. The Dow Jones showing some weakness and retracing yesterday. Now looking at commodities, oil retraces at a support level. We're going to take a look at that, and gold pretty much unchanged. And looking at the stocks, it's both Facebook and Microsoft have been watching this for over a week, and they keep on going higher into new record highs yesterday. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin on resistance as it tapered to that higher range, or higher part of the range, but we're going to take a look at that as well. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Euro USD on a daily chart, and look at that. I mean, this is really very, very tight range. We're looking at that in 1914 right now, only moving about a pip in the past 20 minutes. So really not much doing when we're looking at the major pairs. The dollar getting a little bit stronger here, but again, this is just a tapering off. If we look at the GBP USD, which is relatively a little bit more volatile than the euro, also pretty much unchanged at 138.72-ish level, as this is not making any kind of waves, and understandably so. Okay, we're in the summer trading, and this is generally the market conditions now, where the markets taper off on lower volume. Now looking at commodities also, okay, gold pretty much unchanged, 1777, which is showing some strengthening. The reason I say showing some strength, it's not selling off further, okay? It does have another 100 points between our next low. Remember that low of 1670, and it's not retracing down to that. So this could be a good sign where possibly we may bounce off of this level. Okay, now we do have a support level at 1760, but we're about 17 points away from that. Okay, unless there's going to be any kind of, adverse news in the markets, I don't see us, really changing that much. Now looking at oil, we retraced yesterday back to this 72.86-ish level, okay, after hitting $74 a barrel. Now we're looking at a daily chart. Let's move it back to a 4-hour chart. And you can see we broke both of those moving averages, the 30-day moving average, and we broke the 8-day moving average. And that's the first time we've done that since we tore, okay, from June 17th. Now I'm not saying that this is a sell. I'm not saying that we're selling off, but this is retracing to a subsequent support right here at 72.66. If you look at that, that was a previous level that was resistance-ish level right about here. So I would look for a bounce here. If we don't get a bounce here, we may see just sideways trading for a while. Again, the markets are opening up. The easing of restrictions because of the COVID-19 from last year, but there's this new variant, the Delta variant. So, we're still questionable about what's going to happen in the next 6 weeks going into August, and seeing if the markets are going to open up because, there's going to be more traveling. Now look at the difference here. We're going to jump to the NASDAQ. Okay, which is at all-time highs, 14,479. It pushed another 100 points yesterday as it's retracing right here. Okay, but at all-time highs, where the Dow Jones is flat. Okay, if you look at a 4-hour chart, okay, we're off of our highs by about 900 points. Okay, so yes, did we rally from our lows of 32,967? Yes. But at the same time, we couldn't clear that 34,400, and the stocks are not buoyant. When we look at the NASDAQ stocks, namely Microsoft and Facebook, look at what happened with Facebook yesterday. 353, popping from 344, 343-ish level, okay, to new record highs. And it's showing its strength with some volume, with some oomph, as it's going to new record highs. Now, if we look at Microsoft also, to new record highs at 268 with some volume, with some umph. And that is what we're looking for. So there's follow through here. However, it's not systemic. It's not across the board. So it's specific to certain stocks. If we look at Amazon, still struggling with that 34, 36-ish level right there. Now, if we look at the big board stocks, okay, these are the JP Morgans. It did gain yesterday, okay. Alcoa did gain yesterday a little bit, but nothing really to write home about, okay. So this rotation in the markets where the NASDAQ stocks are getting stronger and the high-tech stocks, you just need to, go through each sector, the Intel, the Dells, the those type of stocks that are high-tech stocks to see us pushing higher. And they're taking a rotation, okay, between each other, okay? So it's if people are buying the markets at 14,400 on the NASDAQ, that means potentially it could even go higher. And this type of trading is when you focus less on the Forex symbols and you focus more on the stocks, because they're the ones that are moving, they're the ones that have character, they're the ones that are actually showing us some sort of return, okay, in day trading, okay, in type of swing trading, even if you take a couple of days. So keep in mind that you're always focusing on the play. And the play right now is the high-tech stocks. This is Fred Razak, and I wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.